Okay, so here we've got a Mini Cooper, John Cooper Works, in for a full soundproofing kit today. And what we're going to focus on is the underbonnet, the interior and the boot. So you wouldn't think that modern cars need soundproofing, but actually, due to the use of thinner materials and poorer quality metals, we actually need to soundproof these cars more than ever. Modern cars or modern manufacturers target certain things. So they want the best 0 to 60 time and they want the best miles per gallon. They're not particularly bothered about how well soundproofed or insulated a car is. So that means that soundproofing gets forgotten about, it gets reduced, and as a result you can hear far more road noise when you're driving along, especially from the wheel arches, from the doors and from the floor of the vehicle as well. So today we're going to focus on some key areas of the car. Now, as it's a petrol and it's a John Cooper Works, you don't actually want to deaden the noise of the engine too much. It makes a great noise, so that's not a key area of focus for us. But we will put some soundproofing on the underside of the bonnet just to reduce the vibrations in this area. So in the interior, we're going to focus on the footwells in particular. So we're going to use a sound barrier material, which is 2 damping sheets with an open cell foam inside it. And the idea of that is that it's reducing the airborne sounds, the sounds that are bouncing around inside the vehicle. So that goes under the footwells in driver and passenger side. And in the back, we're going to do the same material for the rear footwells. Take the rear seat out and we're going to place a sound barrier material under there, as well as some NK matte sound deadening material, which reduces the vibrations. And in the boot, that's the biggest area of change for this car. There'll be a lot of NK matte that goes in there, and then more sound barrier material to take away the airborne sounds in that area. Now, the reason that the boot makes the biggest difference is that there's a lot of bare metal. If you take the rear carpet up, you'll see a lot of bare metal on show, and that just resonates, it vibrates, and then those sounds just go all around that vehicle. So it makes a big difference there. So for the underbonnet, we're going to use the Vibrasorb material. This is a foil face material with open cell fireproof foam in the middle and then a damping sheet on the back, and that's self-adhesive, so that just sticks straight onto the bonnet lid there. So the reason we use this material in the underbonnet is mainly for that foil face. If there's any oil splatters or anything like that, you can just wipe it clean, keeps the engine bay nice and clean, and you've got the open cell foam there, which is absorbing the engine noises that are going around inside that engine bay. This material is Class O fire rated and made in the UK, and also it's made to our specification, so it's quite a unique product. In the interior of the vehicle, we use the sound barrier. Sound barrier has 2 damping sheets rather than 1. No adhesive layer when in a car like that. And then you've got the open cell fireproof foam in the middle as well. The damping sheets are anti-vibration, and then the open cell foam, again, is absorbing the airborne sounds that go around the vehicle. And then finally, we've got the NK matte, which is our sound deadening material. This is a polymer-based material. It's like a rubber-based material, very flexible, goes around all your joints and areas of the vehicle there. It is self-adhesive again. So there you go, and it's a really sticky construction, that one. And then also you've got your foil face again, just to give it a clean finish there. Okay, so on the underbonnet, it's really important to make sure that surface is as clean as possible before sticking the Vibrasorb down. Although it is an adhesive layer, it needs the surface to be really, really clean. So what we use is we use some kind of panel wipe. This one's unbranded at the moment. We've got some panel wipe of our own coming soon, so we'll talk more about that in the future. But we use a panel wipe just to clean down this surface here. And we just use a cloth, panel wipe, rub it clean, and then let it dry, and you're ready to put the Vibrasorb material on the underbonnet. We're now using the templates that we've cut for the underbonnet, and we're going to use the Vibrasorb material, and we're going to trace around the outside of the templates cut these out to size, and then we'll go and fit them on the vehicle after that. Okay, so moving into the interior of the vehicle, we need to get the sound barrier underneath the carpet. So what we need to do is we need to take off this sill trim, first of all, and that's just held on with clips. So you just need to get your fingers under, pop it up all the way along, and then that should release and come off. And then you've got to take off the bonnet release catch as well. Once you've done that, you should be able to gain access under the carpet and slide the piece of sound barrier into place. As easy as that. Okay, so in this section, I've taken the back seat out, and as you can hear, that metal is just not protected by any sort of sound deadening, and there's just, every time you go over a bump, it'll vibrate, it'll resonate, so we need to put something in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the NK mat in this section here, and then we're going to put a layer of sound barrier over the top of it. And then in the footwells, we'll put some sound barrier. And on the back sides of the footwells, we'll put some more NK mat as well. So from here backwards, you'll find a lot of bare metal in the vehicle. And even if a sound feels like it might be coming from the front, it's often coming from the back and just reverberating around the car. So this is a big area to get sorted in this vehicle. So in this section, we're just putting the NK mat down just to reduce the vibrations. So we're going to use 2 pads, 300 by 250 mil on this section. You can already tell here, there's already a different sound. When I put the second pad on, that's going to make even more difference. And then the sound barrier will just place over the top of that as well. So we're just moulding this in with the roller, making sure that it's got full contact with the metalwork. Just gives the best results in terms of getting rid of the vibrations. Okay, so moving on to the boot, we're going to add some NK mat in there because there's not much sound deadening at the moment. Put some sound barrier over the top of that, and then we're going to go into the wheel arches because we're going to put some NK mat. Again, loads of vibration in this area, so let's get rid of it and make it a nicer place to be. Okay, so we're going to put some of the NK mat in the wheel arches. But if you look in there, there is already some factory sound deadening type stuff in there, which it does a job, but the 3mm polymer version that we've got is, well, it enhances it. So we're going to go straight over the top of it. There's no problem with going over the top as long as you've got some bare metal that you're going to adhere to. So we're going to go straight over the top on the side and then on the top as well, just where we can get access to. And yeah, we're going to use this material. Okay, so just like that, the Mini is now finished. We have fitted the underbonnet kit with the Vibrasorb, we've fitted the interior with our sound barrier material, and we've fitted the boot with the NK mat and the sound barrier. The whole idea behind this is that it's going to quieten this car down and the owner is going to enjoy driving. He does a lot of motorway miles, so he wants to reduce that noise on those long journeys. So that should make a massive difference for him and mean that you can enjoy this car for many years to come. So all of our products are available on the website. If you want a kit fitted by us, then get in touch, we can get that sorted for you. With over 600 templates in stock, we've got pretty much any vehicle that you could want fitting. But yeah, any questions, get in touch with me and we can sort you out from there.